very curious in like the logic of how Stugotz picks his enemies and his allies on sports, like who you ride for and who you challenge.
It's not worthy of your curiosity.
Yeah.
It's just inconsistent,
Yep.
and it's just saying words without keeping any track of the words you've said before.
I don't know if
Exactly.
it's like the anthropologist in me, but I'm so determined to find some sort of unifying theory behind the things you do.
No rhyme or reason. And Brad Stevens, I'm coming for you. I'll just tell you that right now. Before everyone else does. Not today. Maybe today. But at some point, I'm coming for Brad Stevens. And I'm just warning him now. And I'm warning the media because now someone's going to try to, form some, bad opinion about Brad Stevens. I'm telling you, I already have it formed. It's mine. So anything you do from this point forward, nope, you stole it from me.
When you call it a bad opinion, do you mean a negative opinion or do you mean an opinion that is not good? An opinion that is no good, it is a bad opinion.
Yeah, bad opinion. Yeah, my opinion will not be good. But I will say what I have to say, and then I will – listen, I'm going to plant my flag in the Brad Stevens is overrated garden. That's where I'm going to do it. Do you plant a flag in a garden? I don't know. I'm going to plant it on the Brad Stevens
you planted
moon.
it on a hill. I thought a hill is where you planted it.
Well, he's mine, and I'm just telling you that right now.
You have to walk up the
You're
hill.
not first on this.
What do you mean?
McMenamin's beat you to it. Robert Parish has beat you to it.
The Chief.
What are you going to do if they win, though, and he's successful with this take?
Oh, just blame Chris Paul.
Yep.
Yeah, I know, Mina. He's in the other conference, not playing in that series. It doesn't matter. He just shifts from place to place. Who's the guy that I can rip?
Oh, if he wins this series? Oh, LeBron didn't want to win this series. I'd start blasting LeBron. And then Chris Paul.
So you'll never praise Brad Stevens.
There's always another guy.
I have this sound from Robert Parish, courtesy of Sirius XM.
I think you get a little too much praise.
That's on Brad Stevens.
That's good.
Oh,
The
that
Chief.
That hurts.
It's one of my favorite things in sports. Does someone get too much praise or too little praise? Too much credit? Not enough credit. That's why no matter how laughable you think my opinion is on the Golden State Warriors playing the most beautiful basketball I've ever seen and being the best basketball team I've ever seen, we're splitting hairs. We're splitting hairs.
Do you know what take I dislike that I've been seeing a lot on the internet? That LeBron is underpraised. Like in what? Like there's this backlash to the LeBron backlash, and I feel like the original backlash doesn't exist.
Here's more from Robert Parish.
Oh, no.
You think you don't want a championship or two? They don't give Steve Kerr that much love. Come on.
Robert Parish coming in hot.
Amazing,
Wow.
man. I got to tell you, Brad Stevens does not get enough credit. He doesn't. I mean, I'm telling you, man. Everyone's blasting Brad Stevens. And listen, you have a coach here with a team that lost their top two superstars, and he has them 2 games away from the NBA Finals with a bunch of no-names, a couple of rookies who have no experience in the postseason. Brad Stevens, best coach I've ever seen.
Here's Dave McMenamin on Brad Stevens.
Brad Stevens is 1-4 on the road in the playoffs this season. Brad Stevens was 1-8 against Teron Lue in the playoffs prior to this series.
I mean, the fact that the NBA Coach of the Year, which should be Brad Stevens, did not get a single vote from any other of the coaches is a complete disgrace. I am serious. Not a single coach voted for Brad Stevens to be NBA Coach of the Year, and they should all be ashamed of themselves because Brad Stevens is a better coach than they'll ever be. On his worst day, Brad Stevens is a better coach than those guys on their best day. How about that?
They who? The other coaches?
Not one coach voted for Brad Stevens. And that Brett Brown, that guy, I mean, what a phony he is. The Sixers coach, after not voting for Brad Stevens, the coach of the year.
Exhibiting the behavior of a phony.
Thank you, Dan. Good save. Kick save and abuse. But after realizing that no one voted for Brad Stevens, Brett Brown, who did not vote for him, said, oh, I would have voted for him. Stugotz is strong in that one, man.
Mina Kimes, can you explain again this LeBron? You're saying backlash to LeBron. We have imaging for it. I just want you to say the point again so that Mike Ryan can play the imaging and then we can go to commercials.
The take I keep seeing on our airwaves and Twitter is, why don't you guys appreciate LeBron? Everyone keeps blasting him. Who's blasting LeBron? Like, the only debate is whether he's better than Jordan. I don't understand this hypothetical backlash. I feel like it doesn't exist.
He's not better than Jordan.
Yeah, good.
Dame más gasolina.
Chief. A little harsh Parish there, huh? Robert Parish hasn't said a single interesting thing in his life. All of a sudden.
That's not true at all.
Oh, he has?
That's not true at all.
Really? He's exhibiting the behavior of someone who hasn't said a single interesting thing in his life. I mean,